is lame and absurd, but you spit. You need to sit back and observe a certified pimp.
He's so fly.
Oh yes he is.
I mean that boy does the shit.
So messy is.
Fresh to death.
Ain't nobody fresh as he is.
They can't compare.
Go get next to him
Because
he's so fly.
I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee
Home down to those jeans. You
see
see
the ice in the pinky.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to an extended edition of the Ken Jackson Experience. Today I want to talk about Donald Trump's national address last night. Utterly embarrassing. Trump delivered a primetime speech from the White House diplomatic reception room, focused on recapping his first 11 months back in office and setting up his agenda, or setting up his vision for 2026. He emphasized economic gains, immigration enforcement, culture war issues, and blamed his predecessor, Joe Biden, as usual, for ongoing national problems. Major claims versus facts. Claim number one, inflation has been brought down rapidly. We fact-checked it and found inflation has not stopped or reversed sharply at all. Recent government data shows prices rising around similar levels to when he took office. Real inflation remains above the Federal Reserve's 2% target, and that's according to AP News. The bottom line, prices aren't collapsing as claimed. Inflation remains ongoing. Actually, inflation is exactly the same as it was when he took office. Claim number two, I secured $18 trillion in investments to create jobs and factories. Fact check shows that this number appears greatly exaggerated. Analysts and fact checkers report no clear evidence Trump personally secured such an amount. Even official White House tracking shows materially lower figures. Also, according to AP News. Claim number three, warrior dividends for service members. All right, fact check. Trump did announce plans to send $1,776, mark that number, in checks to roughly 1.4 million U.S. military members before Christmas. But it's not fully clear yet under what authority the payments are legally justified or how they'll be funded. And some of Trump's framing about tariff revenue isn't fully verified. He's claiming we've taken in trillions and trillions of dollars, but we haven't taken in anything. About $10 billion. Claim number four, we fixed the border and stopped illegal immigration. The facts show Trump repeated statements about zero illegal entries and border control success. Independent polls and critics note majorities of voters still disapprove of his immigration handling, and border crossings remain complex and ongoing. Claim number five, crime was at record highs and we've beaten it. The facts show that violent crime was significantly higher historically as compared to the early 90s in recent years, and crime trends haven't shown Trump's administration has set new records for violent crime. Crime is still the same. It's up, it's down, it's all over the place. Claim number six, prices on everyday items like turkey and eggs have fallen and everything else is dropping. You know that's a lie. Okay. I'm out here in these streets. I know that's a lie. Fact check shows that although some specific prices fluctuated, some food and energy prices, to be exact, overall inflation hasn't plummeted rapidly across the board as Trump described. As I said before, inflation is still the same as it was when he took office, holding at 3% right now. The tone and emphasis of his address avoided major new policy proposals and instead rehashed familiar talking points, focusing on blame, broad claims of success, and future promises. Of course, we all know that when Trump promises something, don't hold your breath because it ain't coming. The overall fact checks have shown true or mostly true. Trump did deliver the speech and touted economic and military initiatives. Warrior dividend payments were announced, but misleading or exaggerated claims, such as inflation being dramatically reduced, 18 trillion in investments secured, crime at record levels under previous administrations are fully reversed under his leadership, and false and unsupported claims include complete resolution of core national economic issues. So, in context, many fact check organizations and media outlets point out that Trump's positive framing doesn't align clearly with public opinion or the underlying data on inflation, economic growth, and immigration outcomes. So basically, for 18 minutes last night, Trump was doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on his lies. He has been lying since day one. Nothing's going to change. Trump has to go. He's an idiot. And we need to get rid of him. Now, and you all know that. And if you continue to support this lunatic, then something's wrong. I want to readdress also his comments he made regarding the Reiner family and the tragic murders allegedly committed by their son Nick Reiner. Because Trump is super insensitive, okay? Super insensitive. Now, here, where's my glasses? Because I can't see this shit to read it. You can see it there on the screen, but this is what Trump put out on his Truth Central or Truth Social page. He says, hold on, let me get over here so I can read this. I gotta get close. My eyes are fucked up. I'm sorry, y'all. It says, a very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away. Together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive underlying and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. I'll stop there. Because just that opening statement alone shows you how despicable Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is probably the most insensitive asshole we've ever had in the White House. There's nothing presidential about him. He doesn't deserve the respect of the office. He needs to be incarcerated. He's a 34-time convicted felon, which I'm going to mention this every time I speak out. 34-time convicted felon. He's an adjudicated sexual predator. And worst of all, he's a 5-time draft dodging coward. He leads by executive order, not by legislation. He hasn't presented any legislation whatsoever that can be taken seriously. Congress just rubber stamps everything that comes the fuck out of his mouth. And the Supreme Court has basically made him immune from prosecution. So how did we get here? We got here because people were basically fed up with politics. They were fed up with the government in general. And so a lot of people decided they weren't going to participate anymore. So they didn't go out and vote. And then there were a lot of people that protested, voted against the Democratic candidate, which helped to elevate Donald Trump to office. Excuse me. Again, can you believe that? This motherfucker got put into office again. And I remember telling people, a few years back, I said, yo, if Donald Trump gets back into office, he's not going to make the same mistakes he made the first time. He's going to surround himself with a bunch of people that will do whatever the fuck he says without pushback. And that's exactly what he did. So now we have a White House full of brand new critters because he did drain the swamp. I give Donald Trump credit. He drained the swamp and then he dredged it out deeper and filled it back up with a whole new batch of critters, even worse than the ones that got put out. That's basically what happened, and that's where we're at right now. We are in a constitutional crisis, and there's a lot of, I don't know if I can call them friends. I can't call them friends because they're Trump supporters. But they used to be friends, until I found out, what their views were, because they hid it well for a long time, a lot of years. But they act like they don't see what he's doing. They act as though they don't hear what he says. And when he says something stupid, they got every excuse in the world as to why they continue to support. And it's just sad. It's really fucking sad where we're at now, because the country's in trouble. We are in big trouble in this country, and we got to figure out what we're going to do. We got to figure out if we can move forward. It's probably going to take a few years. I would say probably at least 25 to 50 years to fix the mess that Donald Trump and his cronies have caused. And even if we get him out of office in 2028, it's still going to be a fight. It's still going to be a battle. In order for anything, dramatic and drastic to happen, the Democrats got to take back the House decisively, and they got to take control of the Senate decisively, and then they got to start enacting some laws. And also, a Democrat needs to win the White House. Probably somebody like Gavin Newsom. I would vote for him. I think he'd make an excellent president. But that's we need somebody like that. Who has experience in governing. Okay. To get back in the White House and unravel all of this bullshit that we're all dealing with right now. So who knows? Maybe we'll get fortunate, and get something like that, so that this government can get back under control and get us moving in the right direction again, because we've lost so much status around the world. Our allies are looking at us with the side eye. Our enemies are looking at us like, you know, oh, we got an opportunity now. America's, on its heels. We're fucking with Donald Trump and his people. And believe me, our enemies are working hard to put the final nail in the coffin. And somebody like Donald Trump is the one that could make that, easier for them. So listen, next year, these midterms are coming up, and man, y'all gotta participate in this shit. I know you don't think your vote matters, but it does, because if it didn't, they wouldn't work so hard on the Democratic side to get it, and the Republicans wouldn't work so hard on their side to prevent you from voting. So, and some of these special elections have been big wins for the Democratic Party. And listen, I'm no Democrat. I'm no Democrat. I'm an independent. If I gotta be called something, I don't like being classified as one or the other. How and if I'm being honest, look, I have liberal and conservative views. So call me center left or center right or whatever, but the bottom line is we need somebody in the White House that has some fucking common sense, for one, and knows how to bring people together as opposed to dividing us. And so y'all got to participate, though. It's only going to happen if we all get out there, all of us, we the people. We must participate no matter how we feel about the system, whether we like it, whether we hate it, we have to participate. Politics actually work from the bottom up. So a lot of these senior politicians that we have in there now started at the local level, mayors, city councilmen, county board members. Some of them went through the process of being state representatives before they went up to the federal level. But politics works from the bottom up. So we gotta root out these clowns all the way down to the school board level. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how the Republicans took over. Basically, they took over by lying, cheating. But they had their ground game together, in the local arena, So, and they've been playing a long game. The Democrats have been, trying to play fair and all. Fuck that. You can't play fair against somebody that's not trying to be fair. That's plotting against you. You have to be just as diabolical and conniving as they are if you want to win. So, Democratic Party, take note. Stop trying to be nice. Stop trying to shake hands with these motherfuckers. Get out there in the trenches and talk shit and kick their asses just like they've been kicking y'all's asses. Plain and simple. I think that makes some sense. But anyway... That's all I got for this morning. My morning coffee, the extended version. I hope you all caught me earlier when I was out by the jetty, just playing around with some new gear. But in the meantime, please subscribe to the channel right here, Crazy Baby TV World on YouTube. And follow me on Facebook. This is actually going out live on Facebook right now as well. So, if you're watching on Facebook, click that follow, man. Peep in every now and then and see what's going on. We got some big things coming up, for real. I finally got up off my lazy ass, because I've been procrastinating for a long time, I know. But now I'm not. So we're going to take this channel and make it, what it was meant to be. All right, y'all. So, and Sunday night, 9 p.m., the Ken Jackson Experience regular broadcast is still on. So be there if you like. If you miss it, you can watch the replay on YouTube. Crazy Baby TV World, that's me. Oh, and visit the website, www.crazybabytvworld.com. It's a very nice website, if I may say so myself. And check out the blog. We got some great stories and information there for you. And more to come. And, we'll be seeing you soon. All right, so until next time, I'm your man, Ken Jackson. This has been my experience. I will see y'all later. Peace.